Alden Indies. These babies. Damn. That's nice. So in this video, we're going to be talking features of the Alden Indies. We're going to be talking experience, because I have a lot of experience with these guys, which I'll get into, and value. Are they worth it? These are $600. These are a $600 pair of boots. That's insane. Jesus. I was a young pup, just hopped out of school, had just locked down that first job, and I was jonesing for a pair of Indies. This was back in Tumblr times, and I had like saved, I think, 1 billion photos of Alden Indies. They were my grail boot. Like, they were the one I wanted, couldn't afford them, locked down that first job. This was my very first big purchase. It was in Kansas City, Missouri. I went to Renner's Boots. He took my measurement, brought out the pair, I slipped them on. It was an experience, man. It felt like my feet were slipped into leather vaults. Whenever I held them and I slipped them on, I knew that these were very high quality boots. These were the highest quality shoes that I've ever touched. And so I bought them. I know how silly the comb mic looks. Roll with it. Let's get into features. What sold Tumblr Dominic on a pair of boots that were 4 times more expensive than anything he's ever bought before? Tumblr sold me on them, that's what. Alright, I'll be honest. So they were originally built as work boots, but the fact that they're so sleek means that they can fit into dressier situations. Come fall time, hopping over to Thanksgiving, you're the top turkey in that room. You get in the mashed potatoes. You're the first for seconds. Okay. But really, they do fit into more formal situations. Not full formal, but they're dressy. The paneling of the leather, the contrast of the stitching, the mock toe stitching. If they didn't have mock toe stitching, people wouldn't care about them the way they do. It's true. The mock toe stitching of the Indies is different than other work boots because the leather itself isn't raised. It's just stitched on top. It's just a detail that makes them stand out and makes them interesting. Interesting. All right, let's get into the leather. Chrome XL leather. Chrome XL is made by Horween. Horween's based out of Chicago. Chrome XL is cool because it's a dual tannage. So it's chrome tanned and it's vegetable tanned. This is like a 28-day process. Chrome tan leather is great because it's soft and it's really durable. Vegetable tan leather is good because it's moldable and it patinas well. So what you get is a pair of boots that age really well. The leather itself is fairly durable. It does scratch easily, but if it's not too deep of a scratch, it's not too hard to repair. And they just age gracefully. Roll that beautiful patina footage. Okay, and then we get into more of the useful features. So, speed hooks. Pro and a con. It's awesome to lace up so fast, but you will blow through your laces like crazy. I do have a tip. Say you buy these to go travel the world, lace them up with paracord. I did that on my original pair, and the laces have lasted several years. Never had to change them. They don't look as good, but they work. The cork footbed. So hot cork is laid on the inside during the manufacturing process. This means that they form to your foot over time. Good news is, out of the gate, these things are super comfy. Better news is, 10 years later, and they are still super comfy. Goodyear welt construction. I would hope these would have that at this price point, which means you can resole these over and over and over again without destroying the tops. And that is a must for me if I'm investing in a pair of boots. I'm not gonna buy them if they're one and done things. That to me is a waste of money. Also regarding comfort, these utilize Alden's True Balance Last. The last is the heart of the shoe. It basically determines the ergonomics of the shoe. This is Alden's most forgiving last. It's gonna fit a bunch of foot types. For me, it's super comfy, but I also have to say all of my Alden shoes are comfy. The soles on these have their pros and cons. The pros are they're really durable and they're really low profile, which adds to the elegance of the shoe. The con is that these are really slippery boots. If you're wearing these out in the snow or in the ice, go back inside. If you're wearing these on a hill in the snow, well, you best hold on tight, cause you going sledding. We're gonna finish this up with the mic, with the comb mic. So I remember whenever I went into Renner's Boots that day to pick them up, the owner talked to me and told me how a lot of people come in to buy them for traveling, for adventuring. And that's really what mine were for too. It wasn't to travel the world, but it was to take chances and do some unconventional things. So a year after I bought them, I quit that job and I started my own business. And that business was a leather goods company. Right place, right time. I got picked up by some big publications and I was able to sell products around the world to really cool people. I did that for 6 years and they were on my feet every step of the way. So recently I got the new ones and I had my old ones go out in style. The soles needed fixing again. My dad was coming to town on his motorcycle and I had sold my old motorcycle, so I rented one. And there's no way in hell I was gonna wear my new ones. So I slapped on some Gorilla Glue and gave them one last run. And that was the last time I wore them. So what a way to go out, riding into that sunset. When I bought them back in the day, they weren't $600, but they weren't cheap either. Are they worth $600 now? If you're gonna have them for a decade, which I've had mine, I think it is. You can resole them, and there's nothing better than having something you're excited about. It's worth it to pay up and get what you really want. For me, $600, would I do it again? Yeah, I would. Thanks for watching all. If you have these, leave a comment. I loved all of the comments on previous videos. Keep them coming. I love talking with you guys, and I love hearing about your experience with these products. If you can't tell, I'm pretty into this stuff, so it's really fun to talk with like-minded people. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.